see because I'm gonna insert my original clip. Y'all, I really hope this material is what I want it to be. I ordered some pants because I have been wanting this fabric of shoe. And I find the fabric everywhere. Of course, I find the shape of the shoe everywhere, but the combination of fabric and shoe that I want, I cannot find. So, oh my goodness, yes. These are gonna be so cute. These are gonna be. So, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to take these pair of pants and turn them into boots. Yes, ma'am. So this is the out part of the pants, like this the leg part. So I'm gonna take the seam loose in the inner part because I'm not gonna I don't want to mess up my pockets, so it's not like I can undo it on this side to be able to get in it. And the leg is wide enough, I'm gonna use elastic to like just hold it up to the top. These were the bottom pieces. I wanted to use these to connect to do my legs, but it's clearly not wide enough for the top part of my leg. And I'm just trying to see if I can take this one string and pull on it and pull the whole thread out. Nope, didn't work. Oh, there you go. So I can pull on this string and the other side. It's so neatly stitched, but the way that it's stitched is so neat and consistent all the way through that it made it so easy for me to take apart. And I like to do one shoe at a time fully. That way I see what I need to do on the other one that allow me to make this process easier for when I do the other leg. Okay. And so and I'm just removing all the excess, the extra little string that I clipped. Okay. So now the pant leg is open in the inner portion, like in the inside. So this is going to be for my left leg. So make sure you got the right shoe. Okay. Turn it back, right side out. Yeah, this is my right leg. Okay, yeah. So this is the right leg, so I need the right shoe. Okay. And so, I'm moving ahead of myself. Okay, so I know I want to put elastic on this, but I also want to, I really wanted to do a drawstring effect to like, but I'm not gonna do all that. I don't feel like doing it. So what I'm gonna do is take this, this is just a piece of fabric that I had. I was making something with, I don't know, probably a jacket. So I'm just gonna take this and make me 2 This ruler's about 1 inch wide. So I'm gonna make 2 strips like that. 2 strips mimicking this ruler. I need my handy dandy clear ruler, so make sure everything matches up. Okay, so these are my 2 pieces. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. So I wanted it to go all the way up here, but because I need to cover the bottom portion of the shoe, I'm quite sure it's going to go like somewhere right above my knee, which is still high enough for me. I'm going to take the pants and take it, this band. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it on the wrong side because I want this band, this to be on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to take this band after I stitch the sides. I'm going to put the pants in the inside of the band like this, and then I'm going to line it up to the edge like this. So I had to open the leg up all the way because I remember trying these on and I liked how they look, but honestly, I think I like the fitted leg better than I like the baggy leg with the cargo in the pockets and stuff. So what I'm going to do is trace out a line. I'm going to take the shoe, so the shoe is about 12.5 long. So from the point of the shoe all the way up to the heel of the shoe, I got about 12.5. So I'm gonna go from 12.5 to the top portion of the shoe, of the pant fabric, and I'm gonna make a mark there. Right here, I'm just ironing out everything, and I have to use this book, like I said, because this is plastic, and if I iron on top of that, it's gonna melt my mat. And I haven't invested in a table ironing board yet, which I really need to hurry up and get one. I need a steamer too. Okay, and since this fabric doesn't slide, I feel comfortable enough to make my markings on both pieces at the same time and get it done with, instead of doing one side at a time. And so all I'm doing is just ironing out the seams so it can be nice and neat, and so I won't cut too much or not enough fabric off. Don't worry, these are pants, so they're not going to be like perfectly even. Just make them like it's not going to be perfectly flat because it's structured for a leg. It's a pant that's not a flat piece of fabric that you just purchased. Was originally something else. I want to take out 2 inches because I want it to be fitted. I don't want to take it all the way down yet because I need to make sure that this is wide enough and I have enough fabric to cover all of my shoe. Okay, so I stitch it going down, and remember I stopped from the bottom portion of the leg I went up from the bottom portion of the leg. I went up 12 inches, 12 and a half inches. And I made my mark. And then from the top portion where the thigh or the knee will be, I stitched the rest of it closed, right? So I can add my trimming, my rib knit fabric. So while this pant was on my leg, I grabbed the fabric and seen where the center was, and I made a mark. And I did it in blue so y'all could see it. And then while the pant was on my leg, I made a mark on my shoe to show me where my seam should line up. So I need to make sure that I keep those two things in mind when I'm gluing this on. I'm going to fold it a little bit and then glue the fabric on it so I don't have to go back and trim anything. I'm gonna try to make it as neat as I possibly can. I don't know, I was trying to do something quick, but when I make something, I really want to make it to where I can wear it over and over again if I chose to, or if somebody comes with the right price off as far as how long my labor was, my supplies, I want to buy it if I'm selling, which stuff like this I don't be selling because I made this specifically because I was looking for this. Okay, so now I gotta find my mark, get my glue, and I'm gonna put it on this paper, this piece of paper, so when it starts leaking out, I can just rip the paper out of this book and throw it away. Need to do so. Actually, I pulled the pant leg up, even though it got glue all right there. I'm not gonna worry about it. I just want to make sure that this one side is down securely, like really down. And then I'm gonna use my stick pins to go through the shoe and hold it into place like this all the way around where I didn't put glue, because I want to be able to pull the stick pin out with ease. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I took this shoe while this one is drying. While the part that I want to glue down is drying, I took this shoe and I measured in here because I'm covering this yellow part up as well. Not the brown part of it, the bottom part of my heel, the sole. Not worried about that, really just all of the yellow. And so in here, it is 2 3/4 of an inch. So I made that frame right there, and I'm gonna take these two 2-inch strips and I'm going to fold them inward like this to match this measurement, and I'm gonna glue it on the inner portion of the shoe. Get down. Okay, and so the shoe should look like that. Okay, and so this portion of this side of the shoe, I want to stretch this over and fold it like that so it can reach this side to stretch it around as much as you possibly can. Remember, because you want it to meet this line, this dot right here. And this is the most tedious part of this shoe, is because you want it to look smooth. You want it to look as if it's on, kind of like store-bought a little bit, Like I said, I don't care about these particular pins because they're short and I don't like the shorter pins anyway. So I just took them and put them in the very edge of the heel. I mean, of the heel. And then I just folded it down so it can like give it like some weight, I guess you can say, to allow the glue to settle. And then once I feel like it's dry, then I'll take it out. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna fold it and I'm gonna pull it and glue it. I'm just put that tape on it so it can give it some time to cure. Okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. So what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go ahead once this dries, like once this part, the heel, and all of this dries, I'm going to go ahead and stitch this closed all the way up to here. And then that's going to leave me with just enough fabric to pull over. And I think I'll have enough to get away with bringing this down, which I will. So I have enough fabric to bring that down and glue that onto the heel. I think it's gonna come out how I want, but it's very tedious, like I said. So I'm done for now. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry and cure, and then I'll work on it tomorrow. All right, y'all. You know what? Let me address the elephant in the room. I've been real depressed, so I have been eating everything, and my body is a whole shit show. I mean, you know, that's still there, ain't going nowhere. But this right here is a whole shit show. Okay, so if you see it in the video, leave me be. But anyway, so I changed this to some shorts because I wanted to show y'all how the boot actually looked. So let me. Okay, so I gotta come back here. I'm trying to get against the white wall so y'all can see me. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so it fit how I want it to fit. It's tight, but not like too tight. So that's good. And then go up high. Like I said, I kind of wanted it to like up here, but it's okay. It's still gonna be a vibe. Okay, so I'm going to glue the pant onto the shoe. So once I glue it onto the shoe, I feel like it's going to add some puckering or something right here, right? So that's why I waited to cut the side piece off, because I don't know how much of it I'm going to really use, but I'm gonna try to you're gonna have to glue it onto the shoe to where all of the fabric starts to come in towards where your seam is, so you can make the adjustments that you need where your seam already is, so it won't look bad on this side. But hopefully y'all can see, like, here go the pocket, here, cute little thing. And there's a pocket down here by the ankle. But I think it's gonna come out really cute, and especially when I put the elastic in to where it can stay up. Yeah. So that's how it's supposed to fit. So now I'm gonna turn the camera around and glue it on. So I'm going to take a break in the video. It's so crazy watching this video because I had absolutely no clue. I was all excited to make these boots because this picture right here, I wanted to surprise him and make some boots that match this outfit. And I had no clue that he was gone. This was like the worst day of my life. I met him when I moved here to Dallas, Texas, and we fell in love over fashion. And it's just bizarre to me that my best friend has gone. And I fucking hate COVID. But I will continue to go on. This has been a long grieving process for me, and I've been battling if I was going to put this up or not. But I want to say I love you so much, Trent. I miss you every single day. And I'm going to try to push forward with this fashion thing as much as I possibly can. Get your rest, baby boy. So I did sew with my sewing machine, but as you can, well, I don't know if you can see. Oh gosh, mark it. So I was only able to sew from here to here because of the shoe. So I have to sew the rest of the way. Okay, so hopefully I can show you. So I got the needle going through. I'm gonna take the thread and I'm gonna wrap it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrapped it around my needle 5 times and I'm pulling it, and I hold my finger, my left hand in the thread to keep it straight, like smooth, so it can just slide through. Because if you try to do this quickly, sometimes you can knot the thread up before you want it to. Like it'll knot up in a place you don't want it to knot. So like it did to me low key right here. Like, so I keep pushing my knot down because I want it close to the thread as I can get it. And I'm just going to kind of do that technique going just to right here. So from right here to right here. So hopefully you can see that between my 2 thumbs. And I'm gonna do my last knot in the inside. So when I do glue it down, it won't I can catch some of the tail of that thread. Because I do not want this shoe to unravel. I just stuck the needle through and I'm gonna form a knot. Wrap it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so now that I have the stitch very close to the shoe, to the bottom portion, when I glue it, it should look real good like that. It's coming together. I don't want to fold it over and make the fabric lean from one side or the other side. So I'm gonna have to lay it flat like this, glue it flat like this, and then I'm gonna have to open this up like this and lay it just like that, and then smooth that down, glue that down. And that way this portion of my shoe, the top portion of my shoe can lay flat, and it's okay because if this part is baggy, because that's what we want. We don't really care if this is all fitted on our foot. We just really want you to be able to see the form of the shoe. So I just took a very, very short stick pen, and I'm just pushing it all the way through the shoe. The shoe is pretty thick, so the pen gonna stay in there, just like that. So this part, so I know that this part of it stays flat. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. Okay. That. So we're gonna let that cure for hours, and we're gonna work on the other leg. I hope it don't mess me up. But what I did differently compared to this one is I sewed down a lot further than I did on this one. So I hope that don't come back and bite me in the butt when I have to glue it on the shoe. We're gonna go ahead and let these both set for a few hours. They fit somewhere around the top part of my knee. And I like my stuff kind of tight because I don't want to have to keep stopping every 5 seconds to pull up my thing. So I do make it kind of tight. Like not tight to where I can't breathe or fit in them, you know, like be comfortable in them, but tight enough to where I don't have to keep worrying about this sliding down every 5 seconds. And I hand stitch the side. But everything is covered, including the inside portion of the heel. Hopefully you can see that. And so I don't like how this part is like sitting up, and I know it's not I don't care about this portion that's past the actual heel. If it's stick up or bunches, I don't care about that. I just want the top portion of the heel to be like glued down. So what I'm gonna do, I gotta make sure I get in her good, and it'll be hard because I've already glued the sides. So I'm gonna put some glue on the top of the heel, and then I'm gonna pinch the fabric right here together to make sure that the fabric sits tight on top of the heel, right? And then once that dries, I'll open this portion of the fabric up and glue a flap here and glue a flap here to make the center part lay flat. I think it came out really cute, but we'll see how cute it really comes out once I try them on.